What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, XRP. Could we see a settlement with the SEC? Is that something that the community and equally Brad and the team want? Well, we're going to break down exactly why this could be a solution in the not so distant future. Could the SEC roll over and have their belly tickled? Well, quite possibly, as well as what is Brad Garlinghouse calling when it comes to the SEC? All of that in this video. If you're bullish on XRP, all I ask is if you smash the like button. That knows you enjoy the content, and if you're new to the channel, do subscribe and come and join the family. We really appreciate you being here. With that being said, let's take a quick look at what is going on with XRP. So we're currently holding about 50 cents. I did expect a retest earlier on. We were talking about this in my live stream. Currently 0.28% up on the day, 4992 the price. BTC starting to move. We know that Sundays tend to be a little bit better for us in the cryptocurrency market, but right now we are looking for a push up on the price of XRP, but we'll come back to that in just a second. So what do we have in terms of a settlement? Now, we talked a lot about a settlement potential pre the court case for the securities, or the expectation of securities, but ultimately John Deaton, a massive attorney who represents a ton of XRP holders, he's explained how the two parties might go ahead and wish to settle this. Now, just right off the bat, I don't believe that Ripple would settle. I don't think it would be any benefit to them, especially when you read through that appeal that they put in. And if you haven't seen that, definitely go and check my video out that I did yesterday. It's certainly worthwhile, and certainly the wording in it is very, very aggressive from the XRP team against the SEC. But ultimately, what do we have? Well, there's a key bit here that we could see a potential settlement, namely the judge in the Coinbase case. Remember, the SEC currently suing Coinbase grants the exchange a motion to dismiss. So what does that mean? That ultimately they say that there is no evidence within the case, there's no kind of reasonable outcome that can be achieved, and they dismiss the case against Coinbase. What does that mean? It would mean therefore that token sales on exchanges do not fall under US securities law. So I think this could be a very interesting part, and again, as we get this breaked out, this could be a significant thorn in the side of the SEC. The statement was, the only way Ripple and the SEC could settle before the end of the year is if Judge Falia grants the Coinbase motion to dismiss or partially grants it, finding token sales on an exchange in a blind bid stroke as transactions do not fall under US security laws. And what we would actually see, therefore, is the SEC trying to strike a deal with XRP. Remember what they said in that initial court case and that initial filing, that they didn't want the Hinman files to be released, and that ultimately the outcome of this could have ramifications further down the line when it comes to digital assets. So very, very interesting. It does, however, say if the motion to dismiss is granted, the SEC would find it tough, however, to get an appeal. And I think that is the debate here. That is the point in which the SEC may have to strike a deal with XRP. I absolutely don't think it's the other way around. I think all of the momentum sits with XRP and the digital asset sector. And I think that's why we saw the delay of the ETFs, because the SEC don't know what to do right now. They don't want this market to run. I think that's very clear for everyone to see. They don't want this market to really start to move. So they're doing everything they can to stop it. You can see that the company opposed it based upon the argument that the agency deviated from the legal standpoint in relation to that interlocutory appeal. So there is some real momentum around this XRP case. Remember, a lot of the XRP lawyers are still there. Not the same can be said when it comes to the SEC. And ultimately then, Brad Garlinghouse going on record to say the SEC is out of control. Now, he's obviously been a huge supporter of the XRP motion, clearly, but a massive advocate of the SEC. And we do know that he is an individual law case brought against him also by the SEC. But it says here, according to Garlinghouse, the SEC has consistently made mistakes in both its interpretation of facts and the law. Garlinghouse comments on a week where similar sentiment expressed by Ripple's chief legal officer Stuart Alderody highlighted the SEC's recent legal setbacks and criticism from jurisdiction. While these are great outcomes and feeling of a summer of justice, it's sad that so many in the US crypto community have to resort to the legal process to prove this SEC is out of control and consistently wrong on the facts and the law. And that's very, very interesting, quoted there from Brad Garlinghouse. What does it all mean when we wrap it up? Well, in my opinion, XRP feels in a really great position right now. We obviously know that they have appealed against that interlocutory appeal, and whether we actually even get the full motion for appeal right now could be very, very interesting.